trying to type "it was an apple" to JR. If you're reading the chat, you'll understand. Welcome inside the South Point Hotel and Casino. Right behind me is the Sportsbook. We're here in Las Vegas, 9777 South Las Vegas Boulevard. We're the first thing you see if you're coming in from California. This show is called Punchlines. It's a nice mix of sports, comedy, and conversation with some gambling advice as well. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and we found a clip of Tyreek Hill heading to tonight's game already. He's not driving. Instead, here we go. He's skiing because the game, this joke would work so much better if it was in Buffalo. But, well, there's a lot of snow in Miami, too. If you know what I'm saying, woo-woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What? Huh? It works on both levels. Thank you, Ryan, for finding that clip. Who am I talking to? Well, behind the glass, he's like a menacing bouncer at a nightclub, only allowing the best entrance to the show. Always has a clever comeback to a smartass, that would be me, and can scare you with just a look. Watch this. Oh, man. It's our producer, Ryan McCormick. Woo! Ryan, what made the VIP list for today's show? Who's getting into the club?
Well, we've got Asia Wilson, MVP of the WNBA. We've got Caitlin Clark, the biggest star in the WNBA. We've got a couple things from Major League Baseball, looking at Shohei Ohtani, the $700 million man.
Ridiculous.
There's going to be a bunch of good people talking on
the Cub-Dodger game. Are we touching on that in post, or could we just talk about it for a second?
Yeah, we can mention it now.
Went to the dog park, and I'm looking at alerts on my phone, and it just keeps saying, Dodger home run, Dodger home run, Dodger home run. And I'm thinking something's stuck, something's wrong. Oh, no, they hit 4 homers.
Yeah, they went back to back to back in the first inning.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
but yet,
put up a 5 spot.
Not Mookie Betts.
Not Mookie Betts, no.
Which we were almost relieved about. Yesterday, we did our hump day homers with Alex White. Alex chose Mookie. I had Eugenio Suarez, which I got in under the wire. He had 2. Almost the same. It counts. I'm up to 2. And you had
Riley Green.
So they both hit homers.
Yeah, Suarez.
And Ryan's freaking out, going, "Oh my God, I didn't actually place the bet." And it was plus 1680. So say we put $30 in.
Well, it was 168 to 1.
Right.
So had we bet $10, it would have been $1,600.
$1,680 each. It didn't happen. I kept seeing home run alerts. I'm like, please don't be Mookie Betts. Yeah. But it was a slugfest. Then it was 7-7. I put the game on. Then the Dodgers eked one out.
Yeah.
Did that affect your wild card standings?
Yeah, I think we're another half back. Yeah,
4.5 for 5.
But yeah, for the Dodgers last night, they had a leadoff homer with Ohtani.
Right.
And then a couple batters later, they went back to back. Tommy Edman, Will Smith, and Max Muncy. They had a 4 home run inning with the first inning. And then they had a player to home run from both sides of the plate in Tommy Edman. They were the first team in Major League Baseball history to do all 4 of those in the same game.
Unbelievable. And by the way, Shohei Ohtani creeping towards 50-50, which we've talked about on this show. And hopefully we'll talk to our guest about Shohei Ohtani and a bunch of baseball stuff. Greg Vaughn. I got to say, this is maybe his 10th time on the show, something like that. 7 or 8 times. Former major leaguer, all-star, Greg Vaughn will be here. I will not mention how many home runs he's hit to him. He doesn't like when I talk about that. And because he's not here yet, I'm going to show you this. Sean bought this. It's a Greg Vaughn. This is a rookie card, right, Sean? Yep. This is with the Brewers. I didn't know his middle name. Did you notice his middle name? Lamont, Gregory Lamont Vaughn. It's his rookie card, so we're going to have Greg sign it for Sean. Up the value of that puppy right there. Yeah. That'll be pretty cool. Speaking of cool, let's segue into the coolest clip of the day. Caitlin Clark, I watched the game last night. We hyped it up last night with Alex. It was the Fever. It was the Aces. Her assists were 9.5. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch the game whilst working, put a few bucks on that. She had 3 assists like in the first 5 minutes of the game. I'm like, all right, it was a lot. She didn't have a good game. I think she finished like 6 of 21. She had maybe 5 assists. Yeah. Wasn't her best game. The Aces won. Look, the Aces are back-to-back champs for a reason. So anyway, she should have used her own ball because Caitlin Clark has this. This is by far the coolest clip of the week.
Oh. It's separate. It's named something else.
Signed ball?
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? It's Caitlin Clark. Here's the first look at my Fever icon ball. A little wild. You got all the colors. You got my name. 22. Fever logo. This one is super cool. That's the most colorful one I've seen yet, so I don't know. This one's pretty fire. I like it.
Open it up.
Open it up. Just lift the top. You're missing something.
She did it.
She spun that ball on her finger and signed it.
Really?
Remember that video Mom showed you?
She's
How
not,
cute is that?
not calling her Caitlin Clark, just she.
She
touched it. She signed it.
She is her. Caitlin Clark touched that ball. That little girl. That's really cute. By the way, it's a Wilson ball. Oh, so Asia Wilson. Wilson! Always in Caitlin Clark's head. Asia Wilson. Wilson and Clark. Very cute. That little girl's reaction to that. All right, let's hit. Wow, we have an active chat room. Shall we hit the roll call? Let's do it. Let's take a roll call. Before the show, I always throw a question in there. Josh Allen. I threw the question I started everybody off with was Josh Allen 6-0 on Thursday Night Football. What's his record after tonight? 6-0-1. Mini Dar is predicting a tie? Okay, I like that. That's if you're right, Mini Dar, that would be amazing. Sean, who works on the show over there, says 6-1 because Book with Trent is on the bill. So you got to fade Trent on that one, right?
Yeah.
And then I quickly shifted gears to the conversation because Caden asked me, what's the one food you could eat for the rest of your life every day? Or Ann asked me, I apologize. And I said, spaghetti, pizza. Caden says, no, potato. Just think about it. Think about how many uses the potato has. And you're right. Chips, you can mash it, scallop it, fries.
Potatoes have been my dad's answer for years.
Really?
If you just had to have a dish, my dad would have mashed potatoes for the rest of his life.
Well, someone with the last name McCormick liking potatoes. There's a shock.
I don't.
You wait, what?
I don't.
Is it because he ate them so much that you probably don't like them? Because they were always there and you probably got sick of them?
Yeah, I mean, could be. But I've never been a fan of mashed potatoes.
That's my favorite way for potatoes.
Without gravy? No.
No, French fries, I guess. Okay. Very strange question, but people were jumping in. JR, I'm telling you, it's not animal cookies. Damn you, JR. No. Spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, my mom said that. There you go. Ours in the room. That was my answer. My mom's spaghetti and meatballs. I didn't say mom's, but that was implied that it was my mom's. And I watched my dad do that. That was illegal at the time, but it's legal now. And Caitlin Clark has balls. Thank you very much, Keith. And why is Jerry Trevino, what is he doing? Is he crying?
Because of the coolest clip.
Oh, he was crying because it was so cute. I see what happened there. All right,
hey.
and Caden would eat chicken tendies all day, says Keith Lau. That's probably true. All right, so let's go to our, let's do moonshine. Well, we'll wait for that. Or do you want to go lines? What do you think?
You're jumping all over the place today.
I know. I am. I'm throwing you out. Let's go lines of the night. All right, we have a graphic for lines of the night. And joining us as the graphic played, ladies and gentlemen, our friend Greg Vaughn is in the house.
Yeah,
Bonnie is here. What's up, buddy?
What's happening?
What have you been doing? You've been traveling around. What's happening?
No, I actually been at home. It's been nice.
Oh, here, put the mic a little closer. Is that better? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I've been at home. It's been nice. Just left PT. Traffic was horrible.
Yeah, how's your shoulder?
Great.
Okay. Whoa.
Ooh,
You going to be golfing soon?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah, because it was under 100 yesterday, wasn't it? When I woke up yesterday, I walked outside and I went, oh.
I know.
It's a brisk 85 outside.
Other than the smoke, not being able to see the sky.
So I walked outside and I go, it smells a little early for somebody to be barbecuing next door. And then I was looking around. I didn't realize there's the wildfires.
Yep.
Yeah, you can really smell that. So
Yeah, I was up.
it's about a horse. She ran calling wildfire. Do you know that song, Caden? No. Oh, Caden, look up wildfire. Anyway, sorry. Back to Greg Vaughn here. So you were golfing yesterday. Did your breathing affect it or no?
No, but no, not really.
You're in the cart.
Yeah, I was in the cart. It wasn't bad.
All right, so tell us about your hat here you're wearing.
Oh, this is my podcast, not your. I mean,
We're allowed to play. So yours is Life After Sports 23.
23. Yeah,
That was your number, right?
Yeah. So it's my podcast. Co-host James Harris used to play for the Vikings and the Raiders.
Okay.
But it's a platform for not just sports talk, but about life for people to feel safe to tell their stories. So
how have we not promoted this? We got to check this out. No idea. By the way, so we were about to do our lines of the night, but let's shift gears for 1 second. Let's talk fantasy football. How's your fantasy football doing?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
He was ready to GM. He was ready, but I guess he didn't get the call.
You're okay. We play 2 games in that league every weekend.
Okay.
We're 2-0. So
Nice.
Nice. Your assistant
Wait,
GM.
you have 2 games with the same team?
No, we played 2 different teams. So
Oh.
I could play you, and then I could play Nagel.
Okay.
And Nagel's in that league. I think I beat him. I think I beat him.
Danny?
Now you got to look.
Yes. So, yeah, I have 4 teams. I went 4-2. I went 4. Well, I won 4 in the leagues that I'm with Denny.
Okay.
But then the other ones, not so good. Not so good.
Well, we did one here where we all have our own team. I beat Jeff. Beat Jeff Parles. And who had Caden won. Caden had the highest score of the week, so he won.
What was the score?
He had
149.
149.
Nice.
I had like 130. I was third highest.
Who's your quarterback?
Goff. I have Goff and Kirk Cousins, but I'm not going to put Kirk Cousins against the Steelers. So, of course, I went with Goff. Goff had an okay day, but I had Jake Moody as my kicker. Does anyone care? All right. Anyway, so, Greg, we're going to do lines of the night. Ryan, what is your line of the night?
Well, my line of the night is going to be an announcement from this morning. It's going to be
I saw this.
packed state in the Pac current 6. So
Packed state. The Pac-12's coming back.
yes, essentially the Pac-12 is coming back. They have
Yeah.
they have
Just announced today.
6 of the required 8 teams that they
run
need
down
now.
the teams for Greg. Yeah.
So Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and San Diego State are all joining the Pac-12 now, joining Oregon State and Washington State, which is why I went with that title of Packed State.
I like
All
it.
these
I
schools
like
are
it.
state schools. And so the Mountain West is going to receive $111 million from the Pac-12 in order to get these schools out of the Mountain West. Or the schools have to pay the Mountain West in order
Right.
to leave the conference. But they're still they need 2 more schools to join by 2026 in order for this to actually happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Pac-12 will fall through.
I'm okay. I grew up a Pac-12 guy watching UCLA, USC. I mean, you're from Sacramento.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So it was gone for not even a year. But I mean, was there even any talk about it possibly coming back this quickly? I don't remember really ever hearing
Well,
anything.
yeah, just Washington State and Oregon State had to
those
find
2
teams.
were left, yeah.
Had to find teams to join the conference.
Yeah, they're standing around like.
But in
back
order
to-
to be a conference, you have to have 8 teams.
Oh, that's good
and
to
so
know.
now
Okay.
they're at 6. They still need 2 in order for this to actually.
they're going to get like UMass or some team way East Coast to be because there's really no rhyme or reason anymore
No, there isn't.
of how this works. Who's your favorite college team? Miami, right?
I can't believe you even
You know,
asked
that took me a second.
I can't believe
I
you
went
asked me.
University of the U. It took me a second to remember that you're
Yes.
University of Miami.
Yeah,
You know something else I found out about you today? Your middle name is Lamont.
yeah.
The reason I know is young Sean over there purchased. Can you see Sean? He
Yeah.
purchased your rookie card here from the Brewers. When's the last time you saw one of these?
Long time ago. I didn't have gray hair. Yeah.
There you go. So Sean had a favor to ask. Maybe perhaps after the show, maybe you could sign that for him.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, there you go. He's very excited. He's like, "Because can you ask him for me?" I'm like, "No, it's Vonnie. Of course he'll do it." He's got his GM here. His GM will negotiate you have to go through Ryan, Krishan, to get this signed. Okay, so my line of the night, I can't remember if it stands for, is it Josh Allen? All right, we're going to talk Thursday Night Football a lot with you. We will get to a lot of baseball with Greg Vaughn. What do you need? Oh, you want to look at this is the football sheet. Let me make sure you have baseball too. That's football. These are prop bets.
What about the W?
College.
I'm big into the W now, too.
I'll tell you what, we were just talking, right before you came in, we were talking about Caitlin Clark. Didn't have a good game last night. We're going to talk more about Asia Wilson later, but the Aces looking to three-peat. So, yeah, you've been watching a lot of WNBA?
Yeah, my mom's coming to town. She wants to go to the game, so we're going Sunday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Her birthday's the 16th. We're going the 15th.
Oh, very nice. And by the way, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Are you superstitious?
No, but I'll probably be at home.
Okay. Just to be safe, let's stay inside.
Yeah.
No black cats, no ladders. What do you got there? All right, Ryan, what do you got there?
We do have parlay cards out here at the South Point. The half-point parlay, the Ties Win Super Teaser, and the Ties Win Teaser Special all have college games as well as NFL games on the card. The reverse teaser is NFL specific, but come on down to the South Point. Fill out some parlay cards.
Now, there is not a jackpot card. So last week, Greg, I'm going to brag to Greg. Greg, there was a jackpot card for $5. You just had to pick winners. They only do it week 1. 15 games because the Jets-Niners over was the final one. So the pot got up to $39,000. You could win for $5. I went 14-1. I lost one game.
Let me guess. Well, because I know you had to go against for your Steelers.
Oh, I took the Steelers.
You lost Burrow, Cincinnati.
I did. Now, here's what I want. The GM over here, your GM.
Do you know who was telling him to pick the Patriots the entire week?
Right.
You know who actually had the Patriots back in May?
Him. And I took, but it was just a win. He stopped silent. He was saying all week, Patriots. But I was like, just to win, not cover 8.5, just to win. That's the only game I lost. Some guy or girl runs perfect, 15-0, gets 39 grand. So if and I hate the Bengals and Patriots. I always hated them both. The Patriots, I would have won $19,500.
Yeah, if I didn't swing at a lot of balls in the dirt, I'd be in the Hall of Fame.
I only did one card. You can do endless cards. I did one card, 14-1. Still, I don't think I'm getting enough props from the crew. Nope. No. Thank you, Ann.
I don't think I need.
How did GM do? How did my GM do?
How'd your GM do? Did you do one?
I didn't do that good, but
yeah.
I at least had
14-1, and I don't win any money. That's ridiculous.
That is. I have something worse than that.
Okay.
Last year, my good friend of mine, right?
Okay.
I mean, he's like a brother, family member.
Okay.
Survivor pool. He went undefeated.
Oh.
But so did someone else, so they had to split the pot.
Oh, man. Well, talking about eliminator pool, I had the Bengals, like half of America did as well. Who did you have in one?
I didn't. I ended up not doing Survivor.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
And we got to go find some of those cards you were just talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, Josh Allen tonight. Here's my
weekly.
thing. Welcome to Allentown. Oh, well, that's kind of a Billy Joel thing too. So Josh Allen, these are his yardage
In the last 5 games.
Last 5 games
the
against
Dolphins.
359 passing yards, 320 passing yards, 352, 304, 400. So you're like, okay, what's the line right now? Is it 246 and a half?
246 and a half is Josh Allen's over-under passing yard total for tonight's game against the Dolphins.
So
I'm under.
He's under because who's he throwing to? Keon Coleman from Florida State, the rookie.
Emmanuel.
Is he ready?
Emmanuel
Samuel,
right?
Yeah, is that his name?
Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel.
Right,
he's got
Dalton
him. But then
Kincaid,
after
Khalil
that,
Shakir.
yeah, I mean, Stephon Diggs has been gone for how long? I thought Stephon Diggs was still on the Bills a couple months ago. He's on the Texans.
He actually thought he was on the Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings. Sorry.
Jeez.
It was the middle of summer. I was deep into baseball. So anyway, Josh Allen, will he hit the over? He's also 6-0 in Thursday night games.
Thursday night games, yep. He's actually 4-2 against the spread in those games. The only time that they were an underdog was in 2019 against the Cowboys, and they ended up winning that game by 11.
That's a different team, though. He had a different team.
It's a much different team. He had a much fuller roster.
Who's favorite tonight?
It's 2.5. Miami by 2.5. It's in Miami. Tyreek Hill, we don't know how he will arrive to the stadium tonight.
Probably with the driver.
That's what I said. Keith Lyle, who works on the show, said this is a perfect opportunity for Uber or Lyft to sign him as a sponsor. Like, do you want to get to a game safely? Take Uber or Lyft, and you'll get to the game. But anyway, Josh Allen passing yards, that was my line of the night. Very interesting to look at. He's eating a turkey leg in that picture, too. That must have been
Christmas,
from a thing, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving game. Okay, so we have a new feature here. We have a couple new features for you, Greg. First of all, it's time for Moonshine Moonshots. This is Brendan Gaughan. This is his line, City Light Shines. This is his whiskey. You can partake a little if you'd like to. It's a cherry lemon. It's pretty strong, but it's got no aftertaste. So anyway, it is Moonshine Month here in September. You come down to the South Point. I was in the elevator going to my car yesterday. There were 2 people, lovely couple, both holding Kyle Larson's. I said, did you win those? They said, we sure did. And they showed him.
Boy.
What's that? Kyle Larson?
Yeah, Elk Grove.
Well, then the elevator got stuck. We cracked it open. We partied. Drank half a bottle. Police opened the door. We're like, what's up? No, we didn't. But anyway, it's very smooth. So anyway, what we've been doing, Greg, and you'll appreciate this, we have something called Moonshine Moonshots where we look at all the homers from last night. And here's a graph of everyone who hit home runs. And then we're really looking for the longest one of the day. So here we go. Tommy Edman had 2 for the Dodgers. Jared Triolo. Tatis. So we're building to the farthest home run. Lindor. Oh, Lindor's was a backbreaker. Arenado. Shohei. Santander again for Santander. And the longest homer of the night goes to
Francisco Alvarez.
Oh, the Mets. Did you see what happened last night in that Met Blue Jay game? So the guy, what's his name?
Bowden Francis.
Bowden Francis. Pitcher for Toronto. Here it is, Greg. He has a no-hitter going to the 9th. First batter, Francisco Lindor, goes dead center. Ties it up 1-1, right? And that's Alvarez's home run. I
Yes.
apologize. That's Alvarez's longest homer of the night. They won 6-2 in extra innings. And I think there's some weird stat, like a team getting no hit to come back and win in extra innings is very rare.
Yeah, that's a tough night.
Oh my
That's
God.
First, you think you're going to get a no hitter.
Oh, then you're like,
you guarantee to win, really, and then you lose.
Did he get the loss or did the bullpen get the loss?
So he gave up the home run
To tie.
and
Tie
then,
it to Lindor, yeah.
and then they ended up pulling him, and so the bullpen ended up getting the loss. But I don't think it went to extras.
Oh, I thought
think-
just go 9?
I think they scored 6 in the top of the 9th.
Mets are on fire, dude.
That was the stat. Yeah, 6 in the top of the 9th when you're being no hit, and to win, and to win by 4, it was some record, some stat I saw. Have you ever been involved in a no hitter? I think I might have asked you this before.
I tried to forget. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, I was in one.
Oh, okay. Who's the pitcher?
Dr. Death.
Who's Dr. Death?
I can't believe it on Scott Erickson.
Oh, Erickson. You and Nagel talk about Erickson when he was with the Twins. He was a hometown guy, I think, too. Actually, right?
Well,
I think he was from Minnesota, maybe.
No, he's from Tahoe.
There you go. It's close. Tahoe, Minnesota.
Tell us, Miss Cold.
I'll tell you what. In his heyday, like in his prime, he had that stretch. Scott Erickson was like unbelievable.
Well, I know him pretty good. He lives here now. He's still in his prime.
Oh yeah,
He's living up to Dr. Death every night.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get Scott Erickson on the program then. Has he done your podcast?
No, I'm very careful how we integrate Dr. Death. Into
Doctor, how did he get the nickname Dr. Death?
You have to ask Denny that. You know, I don't kiss and tell.
All right. Someone get Nagel on the phone right now. I'm calling him on the break. Let's see. So the father's son was Alvarez. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so you had just mentioned Bowden Francis. We were going to do it in post, but I figured we could do it here since we brought it up. So it's just Bowden.
Okay.
Bowden Francis, a couple different stats, one from Opta, one from Sarah Langs. Sarah Langs says the pitchers with 3 no-hit bids of over 5 innings in a 4-start span.
Yeah.
So since 1961, Bowden Francis, Max Scherzer, Doyle Alexander, Roger Nelson, Nolan Ryan, and Sonny Siebert.
Of course, Nolan Ryan's on that list.
Bowden Francis went 7 innings pitched and allowed 1 hit in 4 of his last 6 starts.
Jeez. And I
In
never
the
heard of
modern
him until
era,
yesterday.
The next shortest span of starts for a pitcher to have 4 outings of 7 innings pitched and 1 or no hits allowed in that span was 14 games across 2 different seasons by Justin Verlander. Bowden Francis just did it in 6.
Well, you might have did you ever face Dave Stieb?
A lot.
Okay. Dave Stieb he went almost back-to-back no-hitters. I think he lost 2 in a row in the 9th. So he might have even had a shot at tying Johnny Vandermeer's too. But what was Stieb like? Because I loved him with the Blue Jays.
I mean, good fastball, but that slider was electric.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't see the spin like he went on others, started right at your hip and it just dove in there. Another Tahoe kid. You know what I mean?
Really? Dave Stieb?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I remember it. I'm going to say late 80s, early 90s probably when he did this. But he went 2 starts in a row, I think taking a no-hitter into the 8th or 9th. It was ridiculous. And he lost both. He didn't get either. He didn't get a no-hitter, but he was close. Do you see that?
Stieb lost a perfect game with 2 outs in the 9th.
Let's see if Denny Nagel answers.
It looks like he's reached the 9th inning with no hits 4 times in 5 years before finally getting his first no-no in 1990.
Steve. Oh, he did get one. Okay. Let's see if Nagel.
He was electric.
He was. I had his card. I loved it. His card was cool.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Let's see if
we'll
leave him.
Trying to reach is not available.
Is very busy on the golf course.
Let me call Dr. Death.
Let's see. Oh, you're gonna call Dr. Death. Let's see. Well, so Denny, we're live with Greg Vaughn on Punchlines. He's talking about Scott Erickson's nickname, Dr. Death, and we don't know why. He goes, you'd have to ask Nagel on that one. So if you get back to us before 1 Pacific, let us know. But I think Greg Vaughn, he's calling Scott Erickson. Call us back. All right, Scott Erickson, former Major League pitcher, was unbelievable with the Minnesota Twins.
He's out of the country with that ring.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's a weird... Oh, yeah, that's Britain. That's UK stuff right there.
It doesn't surprise me.
Might be... All right, we're trying to call former Major League All-Star pitcher Scott Erickson. Doesn't sound like he's
This has
interesting.
got to be thrilling for the Punchies.
Part of his mystique.
He's out of the country.
He's out of the country. What country would you say Dr. Death would be in?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, we'll get to the bottom of this on a future episode. All right, so there's your moonshots, whatever the hell we call it. All right, Greg, we have a new feature we've been doing here. It's called the Punch Bowl Pundits. So here we go. We have a punch bowl. And in here, we have some daily topics about stuff going on in sports or pop culture, whatever, and you get to pick one. Would you like me to pick one out for you, or do you want to pick one out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
You're pretty hot right now. Go ahead.
Here we go. Oh, okay. This is the first one. Frank's, I'm referring to myself in the third person. Frank's new favorite show is a show on Apple TV called Bad Monkey, starring Vince Vaughn. Are you watching it, and are you related to Vince Vaughn?
No, I have a topper to that, though, but no, I'm not.
You are not related. Okay.
But you know what my stepdad's first name is?
Is it Vince?
Vaughn.
Vaughn? Wait.
Yeah.
Is it Vaughn? Oh, no. Oh, stepdad. Okay.
Yeah. His first name is Vaughn.
That's wild.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, I highly recommend. Is anyone else watching Bad Monkey? It's a great show. Don't you dare give me your
What about
bobblehead.
Presume Innocent? Have you watched that?
I watched the entire thing.
I love it.
Now, I remembered the movie as a kid. I saw the movie in the theater with Harrison Ford. I don't want to talk about how they did the ending or whatever, but it's John Grisham. It's really good. Jake Gyllenhaal's great.
What about the Twisted movie I'm watching now, The Perfect Couple? That's Twisted.
I haven't watched. Is that good? Is that Nicole Kidman or whatever?
That's unbelievable.
Okay, that's a good one. All right,
Yeah.
that was our TV portion. All right, he's not related to Vince Vaughn. Okay, here we go. Ryan, I'll pick one for you. You go first.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, I'm going to start with Greg on this one. Who will win the NL pennant this season?
Padres.
Okay.
By the way, I've been on the Padres for after the break. I said the second half team I'm looking at was Minnesota Twins, San Diego Padres. Padres feel like they're built to maybe beat the Dodgers. Have a lot of pitching issues. Arizona, though, scares me a little. But then you're
Milwaukee.
taking
Milwaukee. If Milwaukee had a little bit more pitching,
yeah.
that would be my pick to click. Right
These are
there.
two former teams of you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
They did real good after I left.
What about the Phillies? Are you writing off the Phillies? You don't think it's their time?
No, I mean, if Suarez, if he didn't get hurt, it'd be different. But I'm not sold on the Phillies yet. But your guy from here,
Bryce Harper. Yeah.
He's a new Reggie Jackson when it comes to about this time of the year.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I bet his over 1.5 total bases in almost every postseason game last year. Double to lead off. His first at bat was double homer. It was like that was easy money. Ryan, NL pennant. Don't say the Cubs.
Go Cubs, go. San Diego does have a very good bullpen.
Yeah.
And should be able to at least make somewhat of a run.
Trevor Hoffman down there. Who else is on?
Bells comes on.
Exactly.
I don't know. How do you go through Dodger Stadium with all the pieces that they have?
Arizona showed last year, but Shohei is kind of having a different kind of year.
Yeah.
And Mookie and Freddie. All right, so all three of us are
plus
saying...
they added Edmund and
which was a great pickup.
A bunch of other platoon
and
guys.
Is Teoscar is he out for how long?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah,
of.
they should just arrest him. Yeah, he got hurt the other day. His foot. He did something. I don't know how he's going to do here. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. What happened, Dan? What?
Sorry.
Ann had some of the moonshine before the show. So.
She didn't share? She didn't say me any?
Oh, there's plenty there, Greg. We have some cups somewhere. Kane will find you one. Last night were the VMAs on MTV. Do you remember watching the VMAs, Ann? It was a big thing. You never? Of course. So the Video Music Awards. Name your favorite music video ever. Ryan might be excluded, but I don't know if he's... But you remember when MTV played music videos. Can you think of some music videos that you always enjoyed?
Yeah, you got to go with Michael Jackson and Beat It and all that.
Thriller?
You know what I mean? Thriller, yeah.
Thriller was I remember when it first came out, they would show it at the top of the hour, every hour, and we didn't have MTV yet because it wasn't available. My grandmother in downtown Pittsburgh had it. So we went to my grandma, hey, Grandma, great to see you. Shut up, Thriller's on. And we would watch Thriller like 3 times, and we'd wait, and it was the coolest thing we'd ever seen. So that is a good one. Damn. I'm going to go with Michael Jackson's Thriller as well. Ryan, did you ever watch a music video?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
And I've seen Thriller.
Okay.
It was a great one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
John Landis directed.
Yeah. From my generation,
Oh, God.
I'm going to go with either Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO or The Lazy Song by Bruno Mars.
The what song?
The Lazy Song?
Oh, yeah. I just don't want to work.
They got the monkey.
All the money.
masks on
Yeah.
on
But
their
by
head.
the way, there's a show called Bad Monkey with Vince Vaughn. I don't know if Greg is related to it, but okay, that's a good one. Bruno Mars, good one. Caden, favorite music video? You're a resident music guy too.
Without Me, Eminem.
Without Me by Eminem, good one.
Or Weapon of Choice.
I don't know that.
Fatboy Slim.
Oh, gee. Oh, is that Christopher Walken dancing? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken in that downtown hotel dancing the whole thing. And your MTV generation. Aha, what do you got for us? Madonna?
Madonna. I'll go
Okay.
Madonna.
Papa Don't Preach?
No, the Material Girl.
Oh, Material Girl. Yeah,
Notice how none
that's
of us said the music video that Frank said was top 3 all time.
good. What music video did I say was top 3?
I don't remember.
Aha. Right, and we looked it up, and it was in the top 3 or 5.
Who was it?
By Aha.
Top 10.
No, remember Take On Me with the sketching and the guy looking at me.
I was probably watching BET during that time. I don't know.
Donnie Simpson, 106 in Park. I was down. Holler, yo. I'm down. All right. Question. If Ohtani gets 50-50, is that as impressive as a Triple Crown? So Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown, kind of snuck up on everybody, but the press that Ohtani's getting, if he goes 50-50, come on, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, because I think, on his resume, what he's already accomplished.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you're like, what's next?
People keep forgetting, he's probably going to pitch next year again. It's like, that's right, he's a pitcher too.
Yeah, I'm just saying his resume is already
Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, you haven't even seen anything like it, right?
Nothing.
So now 50-50, like it's just another walk in the park.
And I see a lot of Braves people go, hey, Acuna did 40-70, and that is super impressive too. And we were all impressed. But 50-50 would be, how close is he? He had 47th home run.
2 steals away and 3 homers away.
I mean, does he do it? 47 homers, 48 steals with what? Maybe 12 to 15 games left?
Yeah, he's on pace for 52 and 53.
Oh, my God. So he's going to do it. Most likely.
I might have to go over there. Go over.
Yes, we got a line on that. I mean, if he does that, just give him his Hall of Fame plaque. And I don't know, but could they rest him if they're locked in as like a number 1 seed?
No, I think baseball's different. Me and Robin Yount were talking about this.
Whoa.
Because the division winners, I mean, how long do they have off now?
Right.
I mean, you sort of want to keep that feeling. It's hard.
Do.
It's hard to emulate and get your timing back. And, the other teams are getting hot and you're sitting there just facing, your own pitchers.
So would you rather be a team that kind of gets in, they're playing up to the last game of the year to get a playoff spot, than a team that's up 16 games and clinched in?
Well, I mean, of course you want to be up 16 games, but also you need to play to keep it going. Maybe a day of travel and then let's get it on the next day, not a whole week off. I mean, that's a long time.
All right. So, but is 50-50 more impressive than a Triple Crown, or is a Triple Crown still the Triple Crown?
I think Triple Crown is still the Triple Crown, but
I guess
he'll probably do that next year.
I know, right? What do you think, Ryan? What's your take on that?
I think they're each their own thing, 50-50, You're doing it as an individual and possibly one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen. But Triple Crown, you're doing it compared to the rest of the league and beating everybody else in 3 significant statistical categories.
That's why he's my GM. That's why he's my GM.
I think
that was a good breakdown.
To each their own. I think they're both very significant.
Well, Miguel Cabrera, I mean, by the way, just one of the best right-handed hitters ever.
Ever.
And just
guy too.
I was just going to say, that's what he's always having fun. He would touch Beltray on the head.
He's just a good dude. You don't realize how big he is.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was doing that at, 19, 18
when he
years
was
old?
with the Marlins? Yeah. Big dude. All right, we got a couple more here before it picks at 12:36. Craig, does Miami beat the Bills tonight on Thursday Night Football? We alluded to it earlier. The Fins are -2.5 and 48.5 as the over-under. That's pretty high.
Down to 48.
Down to 48. Okay. No Miami favored at home by a field goal or so. What do you think tonight? Are you betting the game whilst at the South Point?
Yeah, this is my favorite place to bet.
Yes, that's what we want to hear. Chris, is Chris here today?
Where's Chris?
Chris, it's a Thursday. He's back there. He'll be out. So what do you think? You looking at everyone seems to be leaning towards Miami. I think Alex White was leaning towards Miami. Kevin Belenkoff, who will be on the show tomorrow, Kevin's return. We'll talk some football tomorrow with Kevin Belenkoff. He also sent me a breakdown. I could tell you what he exactly said, but he likes the Dolphins at home.
I think the Dolphins at home. I think he's going to be under on his passing yards too.
Yeah, that you totally took that one under. Let's see here what I just want to look real quick. By the way, Kevin also likes Texas State tonight, and that was a team Alex was into, right?
Yep.
I know. Texas State versus who?
Arizona State.
That's Mean Joe Green, Texas State, right?
Right. Are they?
Was it North Texas?
Yeah.
North Texas.
Oh, he's North Texas, but they named the Mean Green because of Joe Green. Dolphins are 7-1 as home favorites, 8-2 in their second straight at home, and with Tua at quarterback, they're 12-3 off a win. So that's information there for Kevin Bellinghoff. Will be here tomorrow. He likes under 48. Miami has stayed under in 11 of 14 Thursday games, and Buffalo has stayed under in 6 straight on Thursdays. Early season primetime games consistently went under last season, and while it hasn't been quite the same so far, this looks like a good spot. So that's from Kevin, who will be here tomorrow to talk college and pros as well. So you're leaning towards Miami, do you think?
Miami and under.
Ryan, Miami under?
I'm opposite.
You like Buffalo and over?
I like Buffalo. I don't know about the over, but I do like the Bills.
Yeah, like the Patriots are going to beat the Bengals. This guy over here. Huh? What? All right, interesting. Last question in the punch bowl before we get to picks. Joe Burrow seems to have a bad wrist. I don't know if you saw this. He was seen on the sideline trying to pick up a water bottle, and he lifted it up like this, and he had to then support it with like his left hand. It was really bizarre. So during last week, we saw that on the sideline. Bengals are +5 at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs at home.
Yeah, he was doing this.
He was doing this a lot. Oh, yeah, he was walking around like this a lot, shaking his wrist out.
His excuse was, with ligaments, you either use it or lose it. So he's, with that surgery, he's trying to just
what are you doing over there?
Keep it.
What's going on over there? Oh, that means picks. So what do you think of Kansas City? Only 5 points against Burrow without Jamar Chase. We don't even know it's Chase.
He's not playing?
I don't know. Is he?
He's my first.
Jamar Chase?
He's my first pick.
He was your first pick?
In one league.
I haven't seen anything.
And again,
on that
all
one.
this stuff is stuff I should have taken the Patriots last week. Anyway, Kansas City at home, Super Bowl champs.
All over Kansas City.
5 points? I mean, that seems low, doesn't it?
Yeah, Kansas City.
And Cincinnati has started slow every year, and then they get hot in the middle of the year. They're a slow starting team.
But
So.
the running back's gone. Chase
Nixon's gone.
Chase might not play. Yeah.
And T. Higgins, I don't even think Higgins is 100%.
Yeah, he's
right?
questionable as well.
By the way, I love all of this. The Steelers are the only team in first place that hasn't scored a touchdown. They didn't score an offensive touchdown, and they're 1-0, and Baltimore, Cleveland, and Cincy all lost.
Hey. I like that, though. I mean, to me, Fields played good last week.
Yeah, he looked good. Listen, he's
did.
probably going to play in Denver. I think so. All right, time for picks at 12:36, and it's actually picks at 12:37, but that's okay. We're having a good time with Greg Vaughn. At 12:37. All right, we'll start with Ryan first because I'm curious if Ryan has a pick, or did you give it away with Buffalo?
Well, I'll dive a little more into the game in the later show of Sports by the Book, the Football Frenzy at 3 p.m. later this afternoon. Myself,
Football Frenzy
Quarles.
with
Jeff Quarles. Yep.
Chris, Vinny.
No, football. Those are the Friday shows. Today will be me and Jeff on that Sports by the Book channel on YouTube. But anyway, my official best pick for today, would be
Greg's all ears.
If not both of these quarterbacks, to throw an interception in tonight's game.
You're preaching to the choir here. You know that's my favorite bet on primetime games. Take an interception. I always do it. I always bet interception and Steelers defense, but I love interceptions on primetime games.
Tua, in his history against the Bills, I think has thrown a pick in 6 of the 7 games against the Bills.
Okay.
And Josh Allen has thrown an interception in, I want to say, 4 of the... He's played in a lot more, but a lot of the regular season games, he had touchdowns versus interceptions. But either way, I'm going to be taking one of, if not both.
If not both picks. All right. Here, Greg, Sean, we're witnessing it. I'm giving him a felt tip Sharpie. Sliding it down to Greg Vaughn. He's going to sign it right now, live on camera.
Well, he might have to come open this.
Sean, we don't know how to
Sean,
open. Sign on the case. On the case?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You can't open up the case.
Oh, it's like it's hermetically sealed? That's weird.
Wow.
Really?
I don't know about that one.
It's a card condom.
It's a card condom. I don't use those. So. Card condoms.
Jeez.
Okay, I use Magnums. Greg gets it. You guys Google it. Andrew, put that in the Monday montage. Okay, all right, my pick. Let's take a look at my record in September here. Oh, I'm 8-0. 8-0, Greg. So maybe you don't want to listen to your GM. Maybe you want to listen up to the kid over here.
Don't bite me in the ass. Bite me, dang it. The butt.
Well, I guess technically you're 22-1.
I am 22-1 in my last bets. Well, if we throw the Notre Dame bet in there, 22-2. Notre Dame's going to be all over Northern Illinois, which we'll get to.
Oh, wait. 22-2. That's 2s. It's 2.5 tonight.
Miami.
Bills.
All right, now I just realized the team that I gave to Sean to put up as my pick, probably not as I like the Yankees tonight, But by the way, screw the Yankees, right? You had the exam with them. Screw them, then you wouldn't hit 50 home runs, right?
Yeah, but it'd be nice to get a ring, though.
That's true. Anyway, I like the Yankees minus 190 against the hated Red Sox. Yankees are still playing for something. Red Sox have kind of faded. Can I go 9-0 entering Friday the 13th tomorrow? I would like to go 10 straight. After my August, in August, I picked all underdogs. It was rough. It was tough. But I finished up like what, couple grand?
Up a couple, yeah.
Something like that. Put it on the board.
Yeah.
You went
I
Yanks?
didn't. All right, so he's checking the pen out. He's trying it out. All right. Oh, Denny Nagel's calling. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
All right, we have Denny. Denny, is this you?
This is me.
All right, Denny. So we got Greg, we got Vaughn here. And I wanted to know why is he calling him Dr. Death?
Because Scotty loved the color black. and so for real. And so he used to paint his shoes like jet black. We used to wear like he always wanted the black, like, Sandy's under his pants, whatever stuff.
Okay.
So he hated that it was blue with the twins. So he would literally dye his glove as black as possible, eye black. The black shoes, he dyed them as black as they could because his favorite color was black, man.
I'm still waiting else. What else is black, Danny?
What else is black, Greg just said? I think he's going through a tunnel, ladies. I think it's we're losing. Danny, anyway, do you like Miami or Buffalo tonight?
I like Miami at home.
Miami at home. Everyone seems to think Miami except for producer Ryan over there, Vonnie's GM. And he was talking about the fantasy league. Sounds like things are heating up already. You guys played two. You're in, how many leagues are you in, Denny?
I'm in 4 total.
And how's your record?
I did crappy in 3 and really good in 1.
What about the one with Greg? He's wondering.
That one. So the two leagues with Greg, I went 2-0 in the one and 0-2 in the other.
I went 2-0 and 2-0.
He went 2-0 and 2-0. He just wanted to let that be known.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got Tyreek tonight, so hopefully he goes off.
Same here. Hopefully he gets someone to give him a ride to the game tonight. All right, Danny, we love you so much. I'm so glad
nobody gets pregnant on the way over.
On that note, we'll hang up. Danny, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what you get from Denny Nagel. Let's all walk on from Denny Nagel. All right. Where are we, Ryan? I have no idea what we're doing.
Well, we just wrapped up the picks.
We wrapped up picks. Unless Greg has a pick tonight.
Tonight, Dolphins.
Dolphins. He's going against your GM?
Well, I'm 2-0. I'm 2-0.
Yeah, right.
He's still my GM, though.
Well, make sure you come down to the South Point and you get all your cards, all your reverse teaser cards, ties win super teas. These are a lot of fun.
Prop sheet up at South Point. So you can bet point spreads, alternate point spreads, totals, total touchdowns in the game, points scored for each team, points scored in the half, longest, shortest touchdown, longest field goal, total field goals, combined touchdowns, teams to score first score of the game, defensive touchdown, 3 straight scores, and a score under the 2-minute.
So, okay. And our guy, Matt Neverett, is in Kansas for the game tomorrow night. Matt Neverett, who's one of our co-hosts here, he's the voice of UNLV Rebels football now.
Yes.
We should see if maybe he could file a little report from Kansas for us. I'll hit him up tonight, maybe do a little video. But there is a game tonight. I don't remember Thursday night games starting this early at college, right? Arizona State, Texas State?
Oh, it's normally the smaller conferences that get the kind of TV time.
And then we get the
Thursdays and
Maction coming up.
Right.
When does Maction?
What's the spread?
Let's see. Kansas is favored by 7.5 over a good UNLV team.
It's up to 9.
Oh, so everyone's betting Kansas. Oh, interesting.
The ranked Jayhawks.
All right, cool. I love that Denny called. That's so amazing. All right, so I guess let's talk about what day it is. Today is September 12th, 2024, and it's National Video Games Day. Jerry is probably down in the basement enjoying that. National Video Game. It's also Gym Day, which is every day for me.
It looks like it.
Thank you for Why the laughter? That's the loudest laugh we've ever had in this studio. Jeez, I'm working. I'm looking at numbers. I'm writing jokes. Can't have both. It is National School Picture Day, and so we brought in some school photos of people who work on the show. What are we starting with, Ryan?
Well, I just got all of them on one.
Okay, there we go. All right, so there's Sean in the upper. Sean, that haircut, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, look at Ann. Look at Ann. And look at my upper left picture. That's the same faded color from 70s photos right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's me at like age 9. And then me in the center with the yellow tie, that was my senior high school photo. that we took in the summer before senior year, and I was wearing shorts, and I've told this story before, and it's hugely embarrassing. As they took that picture, I said, someday this will be on Entertainment Tonight. I thought,
And here we are.
And here we are, live at the South Point, ladies and gentlemen. And then we got Matt Neverett in the corner with his mom, looking cute. Ryan McCormick, lower center. Oh, look, with the cap and gown. And then how old are you in that other picture, Ryan?
I believe that was the first day of first grade. And then,
Very
yeah,
cool.
my senior year of high school.
There you go. And then we got Caden up in the upper left-hand corner there, Caden. It's very cute. How old are you in that, Caden?
Preschool.
Preschool? They did photos in preschool? I don't know if I went to preschool. Mom, you're in the chat still. Did I go to preschool? Maybe that explains a lot. I don't know. All right. Anyway, very cute National School Picture Day. It's also World Dolphin. It is World Dolphin Day. Do you need any other reason to bet the Dolphins tonight? National Policewoman Day and National Chocolate Milkshake Day. Celebrity birthdays. Dodger first baseman Freddie Freeman turns 35. And former NBAer Yao Ming turned something. I forgot to write it down. But anyway, we put him in the AI machine. We combine them all, Greg. Here we go. This is if you combine all those national days with Freddie Freeman and Yao Ming. All right, there's Freddie Freeman taking a school photo as a child. Very strange. But the one on the right is what I got to go to. So that's Yao Ming with a policewoman on a dolphin drinking a chocolate milkshake.
He's late to the game.
He's late to the game. He's speeding by. He's looking at Tyreek right now. He's going, hey, he's getting pulled over. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Those were a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing in your school pictures for the class assignment. All right. Is it time for Post with Punchlines?
Sure.
Let's do it. Do you want to yell sound the horn? Do you want to do for Ann?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, sound the horn, Ann! All right. That's, you can come down to the South Point. We got our race book over there. You can watch Race Day Las Vegas with Ralph. I just like call him Ralph. Ralph stopped in the other day, too. Ralph, every morning at 7 a.m. Is that right? Monday through
Sunday through Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday. I just
one of those days of the week.
So just tune in to see Ralph. All right, so Post with Punchlines. What are we starting with?
Well, before I get into it, Nagel texted me. Kirby Puckett gave Erickson the nickname of Dr. Death.
Wow, the late great Kirby Puckett, one of my favorites.
Mine too.
He must have just seen him all the time, going, "Why are you wearing?"
Or he didn't see him. One of the two.
Yeah, because he was in Dr. Death. I love that. Denny texted you. Was I on that? Let me check here. Yeah, I don't have a text from Denny Nagel. That's weird.
You just were on the phone with him. Anyway,
could it? How much harder would it have been to just include me in that text?
Okay, so our first Post with Punchlines is going to look at something that we had talked about a little earlier in the show. But A'ja Wilson became the single season leading scorer in WNBA history. She's now scored over 940 points in this 2024 season with 3 games remaining in it. So she could reach 1,000 points scored in this season. She passes Jewel Lloyd, who did it 3 players actually scored over 900 points last year, which were the top 3, Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Stewart, and A'ja Wilson herself. But yeah, A'ja Wilson cementing herself as the MVP of this league for a 3rd time.
Yeah. And you're going to head out and see a game, you said, when your mom's in town?
Yeah, I go to quite a few games. I love it. I mean,
it's great.
But did you see her response after? It wasn't about her. It was about her teammates.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so, I mean, the humbleness.
Yeah.
You know, how classy she is, and she made it about the team. You know, how fortunate enough she, to be in that organization. Speaking of humble, Kendrick Lamar halftime show for the Super Bowl. Do you like this? I love Kendrick Lamar, but I'm just saying you're in New Orleans. I think it should have went to somebody from their
Orleans.
City, that region. Yeah.
Lil Wayne from New Orleans?
Maybe.
He's only had 1,000 hits. I don't know. I think they're going to add a few people to that bill, I feel.
I think K-Dot should do it all by himself. Kendrick Lamar is my favorite.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you call him K-Dog?
K-Dot.
K-Dot. Oh, okay. Is he calling you or texting you right now?
Yeah. No. But there have been videos of Lil Wayne, like his recent performances, are not good.
Too much Slizzr?
Yeah.
He does like the purple. He does like that purple drink.
That's kind of just catching up.
He used to just always walk around with it. I love Lil Wayne. I think he's great.
I mean, I love Lil Wayne too. It's just
you're ready for Kendrick.
Kendrick would be a much better performance at the Super Bowl than what Lil Wayne would have been.
All right, move. Oh, by the way, can I just dive in? We have time. I want to dive in. JR, thank you for all the Dave Steeb stuff. Lost a perfect game with 2 outs in the 9th in 89. Lost 2 no-hitters with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 9th. Back-to-back starts. Okay, that's it. He also lost another no-hit bid in the 9th in 85. Wow. Okay, favorite videos of all time, Kane Mezzo without me. Aaron O'Connor, Time of Your Life, Good Riddance by Green Day. And that's because Aaron is in that video, I believe, as a crazy cat lady. Stacy's Mom by JR. Ooh, that's a good one. Bad Boys by Wham for Keith Lyle. Let's see here. Dean Hill. I remember the first video that played on MTV, The Buggles. Video killed the radio star. Can you name the second video? It was either Rod Stewart or Pat Benatar. And how, okay, here, what is Keith's question to Vonnie? How would Vonnie handle playing? I can't scroll up.
Oh, sorry, Keith Lyle. How would Vonnie handle playing on a shitty team like the White Sox?
Oh, good question, Keith. I mean, they're 33 and 120 million.
Well, Keith, that is a good question.
It is a good
but
question.
I can answer this.
Okay.
I can answer this. I played on the Devil Rays for they were the Devil Rays at the time.
Yeah.
So it's awful.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you have no fans. It's hard to play. It's hard to get up for the game. You know
when there's that few fans, do you hear them, right?
You hear everything.
You can hear them talk, right? You hear popcorn.
You can hear them ordering popcorn in right field, concession stand, But it's tough. It's not good.
That's not good. There you go. Great question. All right. What's next on the posts, Ryan?
So we were going to go from Asia to Caitlin from Caitlin's college school, the Iowa Hawkeyes, have a NFL player in George Kittle who lost a bet to his quarterback in Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy played Iowa State. So they have this little banter back and forth, or a bet back and forth of the Sockeye series, Cyhawk series. Last year, Brock had to wear the Hawkeye helmet or head, and then this year, Kittle had to wear Brock's helmet from when he played at Iowa State. So that's awesome.
This is kind of Kittle.
I like that.
That's fun camaraderie.
Yes, it is. Coming from the best team.
Yeah, right.
From the best team in the NFL. You know that.
The Niners. They did look good. Well, I did have the Niners in the over in the poll. Do you think the Niners win it?
Yeah.
They look solid. And McCaffrey didn't even play. And that kid, Mason?
Jordan
Mason?
Yeah, but how about Debo? Debo. Oh, my God.
You know that your guy, Ayuk, played the Steelers. Played him like a fiddle to get that contract.
I don't know what he played, but thank God he's back. Especially after a guy gets shot and he's not playing,
That's amazing. Yeah. That Pearsall kid. And he's like been working out and everything. So
yeah.
Wow. I saw him at the game with the first responders and everything. So you root for him on that. Yeah. But it's hard not to like the Niners the way they play football. I wouldn't mind seeing them, but if they win, then they'll be with the Steelers.
But you know what scares me? You have Houston. You know what I mean? And you have Philly with Saquon. I mean, that's a different beast now with Saquon.
How are Giants fans feeling right now watching him go score 3 touchdowns?
Sick.
Oh, my God. Terrible.
How do you think John Mara feels?
What's that?
How do you think John Mara feels?
Yeah, exactly.
Being on Hard Knocks and he was like, I'm going to be sick to my stomach if the Eagles get Saquon.
He's our most popular player. Can't lose him.
You watch him score 3 touchdowns in week 1.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not sign that kid?
I don't know.
Why would you not sign Chase if you're, Mr. Brown?
I don't know. Oh, he's like lowballing them for like only $30 million guaranteed or something.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah, but that's the Bengals. That's the Bengals.
I wouldn't be surprised if he sat out the whole year. I mean, after that, he's going to get his money next year
for Pittsburgh.
I don't care where he goes, but just that's horrible to do that to that kid.
Could you imagine Chase and Pickens? Forget it.
Oh God.
Come on. All right, Ryan. What do we got next?
So now we're going to go to just an artist on social media that kind of does different things by writing the player or person's name several times.
This is unbelievable.
So this guy spent over 19 hours drawing Patrick Mahomes by just
writing the name Patrick Mahomes. So he just writes out Patrick Mahomes. This is also what serial killers do. Patrick Mahomes. But look at the end product. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen?
That's crazy.
And if I clicked on his page and he does it for a lot of celebrities and everything. But that Mahomes one, that was the thing. That was the first thing I saw this morning. I was like, oh my God, just Patrick.
What? That's crazy.
No meow.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, by the way, I heard that Chalk the cat's being replaced tomorrow by a black cat for Friday the 13th. Just saying, Scott Erickson had something to do with it. Okay. There was another joke there I'm not going to do. All right, what do we have next?
So this one is going to be a Jay Kuda stat. Still looking at football, but looking at week 1 in the National Football League. So teams with starting quarterbacks that are heavier than their
this
opponent
is so disturbing.
Went 12-4. So by that logic, the Bills will win tonight as Josh Allen is heavier than Tua Tagovailoa. But
I can't look at that picture of Patrick Mahomes. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That's What?
That's actually Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, right, from Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Then, have you seen this kid from Nebraska?
Yeah, it looks just
Looks and acts like him, and is doing like hype videos. Like, dude, like develop your own. But he's a good quarterback. That's a little disturbing. So using this logic, the Bills win because Josh Allen's a big dude,
really big.
but we still like the Dolphins though, so it's going to be 12-5.
Yeah.
But and can you please lose that Patrick Mahomes picture on the upper left? Thank you very much.
Well, here we're going to move. Just another thing to bring up for week 1. So our sponsor for Sports by the Book on Fridays,
Maddie.
Yeah, is Vegas Maddie and his football proxy. But just to update you on the Circa Survivor contest, the Bengals eliminated close to 40% of the participants in the Survivor pool. 35%. So over almost 5,000 people picked the Bengals to beat the Patriots, and the Falcons were the next highest total to end up losing. But
you had to bring up the Bengals and the Patriots.
Yep. 5,500 entries eliminated. 8,700 left.
Oh, the Coke really hides it, or the Pepsi.
Okay. Well, now we're going to go to baseball.
Yeah, Ryan, you don't love me like you used to.
Oh, my
Okay,
God. All right. So now we're going to go to another Jay Kuda stat, going to baseball. But he charted complete games over specific years in baseball, or over a year that ends in 4 in baseball history. So 1974, there were over 1,000 complete games pitched by starting pitchers. In 2024, there have been 26 in 50 years.
That's crazy. Now, Greg, when you came into the league, there were guys still threw complete games, or at least 8 innings.
Oh, 8 innings, complete games. Yeah, they didn't want to, it depends on the situation. You went into the 9th. If the time run didn't get up, whatever. If you got up, then you went to your bullpen, your closer, whatever. But yeah, managers are scared to go out there and try to take starting pitchers out.
And by the way, when did pitch count? When were you were aware of it? Now they have it on the scoreboard, right? They're showing you. Was that when you came in? Did they do that? Was it something? Right?
No, guys didn't care how many pitches they threw.
He looks a little tired, maybe.
And 2, they knew what they had to do to get ready for the next, 5 days from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now, I guess, they have it all figured out.
Do you like, they have the pitch count, they have what the pitch is, they have the speed. Is that helping the hitter?
No, because you can see that. I just, to me, like I said, I think it's all eyewash because exit velo, if I pop a ball up to the catcher,
right,
it was probably not that good. But if I hit one and the guys are all running at it, someone's jumping for it.
That's good.
12th row, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But, to me, it takes away from what's really going on in the game. You know what I mean? Everyone's looking at numbers instead of
too many numbers.
What's really happening, the play on the field.
And it still bothers me. And Chuck Tanner, manager of the 79 Pirates, didn't worry about righty-lefty matchups. It seems now that it's just you can't leave a lefty in against
But it tells you who has all the pull. See, that eliminates the baseball guys from the guys the
analytic guys upstairs.
The guys that went to school, and like I said, they're really smart.
Yeah.
But to me, they should be smart enough to implement both.
And the feel of the game.
Yeah, don't eliminate the human element of it. You know what I mean?
And I think what's the D-Rays at Cash when he pulled Blake Snell, because when in the playoffs that was not the right move. Snell had a shutout going, right?
Or what about when the same guy Cash, who I think is a great manager,
he is,
but they started their closer because the analytic guy said an out's an out. You know how I'll take one for the team. Shit, if I had to face, Rivera in the first inning, I would take 3 balls down the middle just to know I didn't have to face him at the end of the game.
Exactly.
I would.
Right.
Outs are different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's,
early and late is different.
You can have that first at bat.
Yeah.
On the back end when it means something, you know what I mean? It's different. I just think there has to be a way to have to work both of them into the system, because you have to have the human element. Because your gut and your feeling.
Yeah, and it's humans still playing the game, for God's sakes. All right, let's see here. I just wanted to say, Joey B asked me, Frank's best MTV show, Remote Control or Real World? Remote Control, Ken Ober and Colin Quinn was great. And Adam Sandler. A lot of people think I'm Ken Ober. I used to get that all the time. I loved The Real World, by the way, so I'll go Remote Control. They're both great. Back then, MTV was doing great stuff. I was almost on season 2 of Real World, but that's a story for another day.
What are you doing?
But they were looking for a comment. I was almost on, but anyway, I think I told you guys on camera or off camera. I don't remember. All right, what's next? How many more do we have? Sorry, Ryan.
We've got 4 more for you.
Okay.
Or 3.
Let's save the Northern Illinois one for Jeff tomorrow. Do you want to do that?
I've got 2 Northern Illinois things.
Oh, okay. Then let's do them.
Okay, so this next one is going to be a stat from Ben Suguru.
Okay.
So number of wins since March 1st of this year. The Boston Celtics have won 34 games in the last 6 months. The Chicago White Sox have won 33.
Oh man, we showed a picture of the crowd before a game at the White Sox. There was how many people? 100, maybe 100 or 2. I know we already talked about how bad it is, but we keep seeing these stats every day. How many teams have won more games than the White Sox? I mean, that's not a quick fix either. They don't have a lot of talent.
No, but they had good players before. I don't understand why they decided to get rid of all of them. I mean, I guess you're going to blow it up, but they can't trade that.
Luis Robert Jr. and Crochet or whatever.
No, these guys are young, and you got to start somewhere.
You got to build around something. So, wow, that's the fact the Celtics have won more games since March 1st than the White Sox. All right, very good. Here's Northern Illinois.
So going back to college football, the upset that happened this past weekend, Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame, but they have a boneyard for all the upsets that they've pulled off. So they've got Kansas up there a couple times, Iowa, BYU, Maryland, Wake Forest, even Alabama.
Is Wake Forest a big program? Come on.
Well, bigger than NIU.
Basketball, maybe.
Basketball, maybe baseball. I don't know.
But just for the Huskies, kind of just that dog bone, kind of.
That's cool.
To hype up the program, let you know what they've.
Who does Northern Illinois play this week? Because that feels like a giant letdown game, doesn't it? Are they off this week?
Could be.
They're off. Oh well, they gotta live it up for another week.
Yep.
Let them enjoy that. I think they got $1.4 million or something, or maybe even more, to go to Notre Dame to play, right?
$1.4.
$1.4 million. Come play us. Oh, you beat us? Crap. Here's your check. Get out.
They play Buffalo next week at home.
My God.
So, yeah. But so the next thing that's going to connect to NIU and kind of maybe a tease for Friday filters. TikTok obviously does filters. This guy decided to do one in which he had to name a random college athlete that played for the logo that pops up above his head, and something goes wrong. So, oh, that's not it.
Oh, that's Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. We'll fix it. By the way, Dean Hilt says Pat Benatar was the second date on MTV. Kenny White on earlier said take the under 48 tonight. And JR says, do you remember Kari on remote control? Kari were, yes, and I met her and I worked with her and she was lovely and very pretty.
Okay, now we go to the Friday filter.
Part 5, naming 20 random college athletes.
Okay, so he's using a filter.
James Harden.
Right? Or he's doing one of these things we like to do.
Jay Cutler.
Vanderbilt, I would have went Pedro Alvarez. I did Colin Kaepernick. Very good. But then what happened
Excuse
to
me?
Just a filter went on his face.
Yeah.
What's on my face? I don't even... What? Can I... Nope, still there. Great. What the hell? Can someone tell me what this is?
It's creepy, is what it is.
I don't have an answer for NIU. And I'm distracted.
I'm done. I'm out.
Focus.
That's great.
That's it for part 5. Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on with my face?
There was a running back from Northern Illinois a few years ago. I think he led the nation in rushing. If I had to play that game, we got to do that. That's fun. Wolf. Why is Wolf? Wolf.
They're the Huskies.
Maybe. Okay, that could be it.
No, I don't know.
It's the booze talking. There was a running back that led the nation in rushing for Northern Illinois, and he played in the pros. I don't know. I'll look it up. It's no big deal. If you got something going on, I'll find it.
Well, Garrett Wolf.
Ah! That's him. Garrett Wolf. Come on, a couple years ago?
If 2007 was a couple years ago.
When you get older, 2007's recent.
Yes, it is.
That's recent. Okay, Garrett Wolf.
Drafted by the Bears.
I was even going to say the Bears.
And then there's Michael Turner, also played there. Jimmy Ward, current DB for the
Michael Turner, the running back who played for the Chargers for a lot of years. That guy? Maybe.
Yes.
All right, Garrett Wolf was the name I was thinking of. And I don't, you know how like weird things pop in your head when you get to be over a certain age? And what's in your head right now?
Meatballs.
Okay. We talked about meatballs. All right. What else, Brian? Or is that it?
Well, that last one that kind of got flashed. Ocho Cinco was in Chicago.
Yeah.
This
Walking on
past
the street.
weekend.
Guys
Yeah.
were walking on the street.
Guys a group of guys wearing jerseys they're on Sunday going to make bets at the sports book.
Yeah.
Walked by him and he gave him some shit for wearing whatever jersey.
Steeler jerseys and stuff like that.
And then this is how it played
Should we
out.
roll
after
it?
the
Yeah,
fact.
go ahead, roll it. We can talk over this. I didn't. Why is Ocho Cinco live in Chicago? Is he a Chicago guy?
I think he's
Miami.
Is he? He's Miami. There you go.
Yeah, he was just traveling.
Chicago's a great town.
Hey, fuck, I'm walking with you.
And he's going to walk with him. They're
He
like,
just
hell
decides
yeah.
that he's going to go to the book with them.
And I was shocked that the longtime Bengal threw his arm around the guy wearing the Minka Fitzpatrick jersey.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
That's who he was giving shit to.
Yeah, right. Steelers. Yeah, so he hugged him. Hugged the Steeler guy. He's like, I'll give you a hug. What's in that cup he's got there? Is Ocho Cinco the one who loves McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he had it delivered into a sports book the other day while watching a game. Does he eat it like every day or something?
You'd have to ask him. I don't know. I think
Hold on.
he said a lot.
Hold on. Let me call him.
I think he said a lot.
He eats McDonald's religiously.
Yeah, he loves
And I'm
McDonald's.
pretty sure it was his pregame meal. Like
Yeah.
the night,
Did you have a pregame meal?
superstition.
Yeah, it wasn't McDonald's, but I love McDonald's too.
Yeah, now,
Hey,
do you want a
best.
meatball or McDonald's now, Ann?
Yeah, see?
Right across the street here at the South Point, you can hit McDonald's on the way in.
We also have a McDonald's story in our shorts. Eddie Olczyk told his story about his not superstitions.
Oh,
'cause he
that's
doesn't like
right.
to use that word, but
Hockey Hall of
one
Famer?
his best
Yeah.
seasons. Yeah.
What would he eat? It was the biscuit breakfast sandwich
It
or
was
something?
it was an apple pie. It
Oh, yeah.
was a shake and something else. You're just gonna have to go to our shorts to watch it.
All right, JR was with me on Garrett Wolf. They also had LaShawn Johnson in the early 90s. I don't recall him. Let's see. Any other last things here? Matt Never. Oh, nope. Okay. I think that's it. Greg, what's the rest of your day like? You're going to go to the window. You're going to sign. You signed the card? You signed the case?
Oh, yeah, I signed the.
All right, Sean,
the
there you
card.
go. It's signed.
It's signed.
Signed the sealed card.
Sweet.
And what's the rest of your day today?
Well, I'm going to have a little lesson with my GM over
Talk to
there
the GM. Talk to your
on
GM.
how to read these cards. over
Okay,
there.
all right, he can do that. He's a good person to talk to. And
A little lunch.
Chris is here. I'm surprised Chris might stop by, but a little okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg, we haven't seen you in a little bit. We really appreciate you coming on the show. Always to talk baseball, but we know you're a big football fan as well.
Right.
So you're going to watch the game tonight. Where do you have a big screen TV that you watch games on?
Yeah,
Big projector.
Inside, outside. Yeah,
Inside, outside.
No projector though.
Oh, no projector. All right. Brian, have you been over to his house yet? GM? Maybe you could.
I have not. No.
No, all
Maybe
you
we'll
guys
do
are
a Monday
worried
night
about-
party.
Wait, yeah, we'll do it.
Maybe a Steeler game or something, or a Bears game.
If they're playing the Niners, I don't care. No, we could do it. You know what? Because I'll be nice just to relax.
There you go. And not worry about your team. That's
Yes.
I have a hard time watching Steeler games with I like. There's only a few people that I like. Other people I don't know. And he's the same way with the Bears. All right. And Caden, Sean, Ryan, great job as usual. Greg, thank you for coming in. Come back tomorrow. It's Friday. Oh, it's a Jeff Parles Friday. Is this the first Friday with Jeff, or was he here last week?
Last week.
He was? Okay. Jeff Parles, and it's Friday the 13th. So get out your superstitions. That'll be in the chat tomorrow. We appreciate you guys watching. If you're watching and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. You can enter the chat within 5 minutes. So come back tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Punchlines live in Nevada every show.
Sports Book 3.